Yesama makwaba biuma ebrasa sede enkomo ebrem hanum so benya kwanya se ebrem I hokwa na so atimi edu adwenche edi abrem. Quick one again to Honorable Alan Chairman. In times like this, we mourn with you. Nyame adoma. This weekend will Kumasi unyaba no yakope ne krabia kama sansona. Nyame adoma Kofi Amankwa onso wase da form. Nyame adoma on the 4th and 5th of March. Bekwa kope wase krabia. Oba kwaba. Alaja kwaba no say.
Yeah, minya.
Okay. Well, utukwana. Nana promise you free SHS now.
Oh, David.
Okay, okay, now.
And I'm American.
And you've done it again. More prepared. I feel the funding was my gidi state of the nation is only you better.
Oh, state of the nation, a funding. Say, many allow you battery and no yenati hay. Your bois, a bit me, I near maybe a while. Documents be crammed. So, my choice, I say, it means to put any of my way now. Allow you, you bet me a free education. You bet me a nurses allowance, teachers allowance. And we gonna loopholes are a war system, not a dose. And go for physical, even without the knowledge of the government. What do you say? In PCBA, they were relaxed until Emma Ubia, ye knew maybe at Emfata. I have documents here. National Identification Authority. In Yoma Akosum, airtime. And this guy keeps threatening every government. We were threatening NDC for several times or Dumbeko court. Now, MPP Fuaba, he's still threatening. And I all go around. I am going to give these documents. Now, prosecutor and Daben Woba. And now Yoko, midway go, they should read and see. Yeah, in Yoma Akosu national identification.
Source of funding for free SHS.
And I mean, say, may build the case.
Okay.
Why? Sasa loopholes we say now. We contract we are making and 150 million euros.
150.
Yeah,
million.
national identification for only 25 million or 40. Call it 40 million with foreigners near you. Go to India and see what they have done and how much it cost. 150 million million euros. Argentina from 2008 and now 2009 ever pim sabri and with him alaji people are fighting within NDC. This guy Griffiths was fighting with IMS for against Enyama Hunomuye. Enyama be also offer 350 pieces, not 50. Or just 5 million so Cotonia Manaba, $100,000. Nina is stated here. One Griffiths said no on Tiasie Ompene. A letter from the response to even Danish government. Nina Ewaha. Enuntina national identification asto. NPP for every new meji. We want Ghana well. Ya pese promises I am making. Say a close loopholes na corruption is so tia. You bet me I free education. My mama one example, Alaji. Me the document you brother work publishing. When him said some guys he be wa port, tema port. Alaji say who do nyoma kwa? The MF bufu kran say who do nyoma ko 2 weeks per your safe demurrage. These guys control the whole port.
Legitimate guys are engage almost service. And
Masa, woman legitimate. Adam bo womu dino. Gratwa woman the fat MPP paying force to come and see me. Mr. Media, I will see them. They should go and pay the money to government. Now I am finding free education. Here, guys, you know, from one of them, His Majesty, near hotel be war a brew no fine hotel be an Indian. What I mean, money was in the India, bar, nay grab us about them and describe what you know. Here, Alaji, from June to December, short collection, our year. Now, make short collection and Pantiasi. Say, I dear way 10 cities here. Or qua, or no tier 2 cities, and my customs. Duty near 10 cities, no, or tier 2 cities. And from June to December, 37,993,450 cities, 86 pesos.
I didn't know OTS had 2 cities.
Yeah, why a connection with customs? In Tisikana was a co government or a co home. wo wi a na ono akɔkye bia ma wo omo ye mienu Alex Ankra and Alex Techi Yeboah. Now, when I confronted the Ghana Revenue Authority, I will who say see you and say, Papa Kajas, go forward here if you're able to bring them to book pardia, Kamanibaji. Because and they buy everybody. They've started. They want to do that with MPP. MPP for me caution. Mamu Messi can near one another. Because Enra. Ya share me bufuo kura be mama minya kan say alaji boy bia oswa concrete e o be coastal ayeye o wi ekivas onye dwuma nye nti oswa concrete me give ni certificate am say what nti ehi na oti no asaga honorable mopon kwa na magware na me boys no ada so what kivas be do nyam minitro enra me coastal new one abisi wotem na yebisa se sika we nyina ye tinya gigia enti entimi mwa Ghana na
but honorable Ken Japan
enti niame kire no say look the rate of corruption here guys no say 6 months utimi fa 37,993,450 cedis 86 pesos 1 year over say 2 years over say 3 years of us, 4 years of us. Why you man over 10 years? What all customs there? This time, all the custom officials are almost support too. Some guys, you know, the hotel is about 34 million euros. And I was saying, this can over to they should take him to court, sell the property, name trucks and name His Majesty. You know. They should sell them. There's another guy who come to 25 owner. He is sprawling the Isa as Sasusa. All at the expense of the poor people. So what I'm saying is a free education, you know. Say you tria, send your way say you na ebe yedwuma. Yeah, I like free education ebe yedwuma because SIC where SIC for one kasa document you. I will who say me wo say Mrs. Doris Nkani wo yi ni free. And this for yi ni free. But they were short of something. Now say go prosecute you mama.
NDC Unifrio. Yeah,
one Unifrio. But my camera no buy us no way or share documents in a course. When him, what the judge failed to do, and he said, and I don't blame the judge, but next time, what the judge failed to do was that Onim said, a Jumano finish insurance. Omakasa sa financial one yomudia. That's my document. It's a document. When you see and say, President Mills address also about 4,000 housing aid. The other baby know who said any priority. Inti actual construct for Koji contract is from the BC. From this financial company, no, a finish insurance for the ano. Echo some Koji insure sa you know. And President Mills said, no, when your priorities is here, we don't need it. So the project did not come on. Then, Mamino, and I'm saying, well, yet more finish insurance. One is financial, you know, now, one more the court. Oma charge SIC 19,303,800. I like me no say. Court no. Mamino, baby aboard no buafu. Kura me kai wo the documents na brem say maami no koje consent judgment without the approval from the management, without approval from the board. Now wako we consent judgment baby esika 19 million edu sika 19 million no say edu 91,918,418 cedis 35 pesos.
Who caused that?
Maami no
how?
Yes, because wako naivo, that is why the board sack it. But me no feel say almost sakino. But they should make sure say. In fact, management no say they should take her alive word. Me the document TV why. Omunfa management is omuntia say emfo mun court. Yemfo mun court because say sika na o mafa no. Maame no e ka ho. until they will not accept.
Okay, mess about so, but me busa my
question. All I'm saying is say you say nyema we nyina no a sika no a ebebem.
O kan MPP for asem Adom ma compromise MPP for na based on what you have said.
O me say o ma penetrate because apache wa ye de brem MPP for na de brem nya ndisi for na de brem. Nti obi ba message document wo de kai we. So wo fu say ye nyai ma onfa say sika we say nyina. Na me de me nuama koduru ha na demorage. It's not free.
Okay. Alaji, one of the sources are MPP for continuously because on team they found the education here. Too much lapses in the system. They believe they say almost so no spillover nebeba abeswasi amongst other sources. What really comes to mind is a heritage fund who say like baby. So per the all can high. Is that a reliable source?
Thank you, Omahi. Kende mission ya na no hoye misri. Because corruption has made na kuma so sene kwan a offer so fight corruption S3. On way the bia make us asem we corruption before na kai is from Adam. And to live with man till thy kingdom come. Yes, every year. There's no doubt about it. Many developing countries, one of our biggest challenges is corruption. And I say leakages, if you want to call it that way. Yes, a higher papa. But radio sooner, and our TV sooner yet, you better complain. The BMA can say, my buying na abaso. All the powers, all the information is available to you. Obi edin in sabo oman's kamwa. Mun take action. For me, that's the simple way to fight corruption. Now, but now I can, and I'm surprised. I'm not surprised. He's mentioning say Nikrofonwana intervene. That tells you the magnitude of what we are dealing with.
The system is.
That tells you about how the magnitude of what we are dealing with. A mafia worldwide. Worldwide. Hey, yeah. But the truth of the matter is, whether you like it, whether Akufo-Addo, whether Buhari, whether John Mahama, whether Trump, you cannot approve corruption.
But you can minimize it. You can put checks.
If you even talk about minimizing, I doubt it in a developing country like Ghana. Me doubt too. Because Ufri 1 and then wako 2. Ufri 2 and then wako 3, 4. Now wako. You don't start fighting corruption, then you go to start at 4, 5. The basic structures that will help, that helps America to fight the canker, that help Britain, Canada, France to fight the canker to the extent that former presidents, leaders, congressmen, anyone, they can be taken on systems, checks and balances. Do we have them here? Common house number cry to me here. House number to me here. So he will be difficult. ID card for over 20 years now. Yent me here ID card. And yes, and me Mpese beye. And now say Akufo-Addo, abiding President Akufo-Addo, abiding to me here. May I'll be the first person to pat it on the back. Because to fight corruption, the beginning is ID card. So Ghana Nibia identification, it's easy to identify and prosecute.
Alhaji Engineer, you've been part of Ghana. How are you progressing? And this national identity issues, you know, from baby and free Babedu Mpensenpensenmu. What has been the challenge? Because clearly, you can say, Obi Woha, what you are the Montia, NDC are buying. And this is buying and Timacos. Now, almost one by Obi say the same person say in TV. That's the house.
And American chose the ID card and the key to fighting corruption in Ghana. So I buy a bet to me ID card no. Then I will say that government is fighting corruption. But let's wait and see whether Akufo-Addo are buying a bet to me. Because Rawlings started around 1995 or 1996. Office to 2000 went to me here. President Kufuor by 8 years went to me here. President Mills 3.5 years Want me a year. Your mama, 4.5 years, want me a year. Maybe someone say, why? What is the magic? Get me tam $200 million. Get me tam 300 million. Electoral commission say 1 year. A voting exercise. And so ID card here.
Best solve a problem in
best solve a problem. I'm mine. We don't want to do it. And let me tell you how the ID card can help this country. Very simple. Say, oh, ID card. Or no ID card, ID card. Nature say, Obia put a unique number. I would buy a transaction via or Ghana. Okotoka. It will show to the government that Omaina Toka. Okoto Daya.
It will show.
It will show. Meanwhile, they say our can be or see cold stuff for fraud. I'm not sure the state is even aware of it. That's how the bleeding that is going on. The state is not aware. Tax returns more. You may not see that new cold stuff. And I'm not saying because or nowhere what anti. That is what is happening. Yenina a microcosm of what is happening in the country. And that is why we don't want the ID card. Because if the ID card is there, the bank account now will withdraw. Nina bebaso. It better reflect. He's going to use one PIN number to operate all his bank accounts. He said, oh, bank account by 20. And I buy who say, where is every Hanasa? That is how damaging the lack of a ID card everywhere. So, oh, ID card, nasa expenditure biya obey biya bambe no the tax at all so no what be. It also minimizes corruption because nature say because NM say profit now obey no abans be jifa almost 30 to 35% on your profit. And it doesn't motivate people to go and look for more money. People are content with where they are. People prefer even to use public transport instead of buying cars. It is
my challenge is for the past 3 weeks, you have always told on in Japan, say, you have all the powers that be at your disposal. Some of these revelations, does it need to end here? And the danger here is that even some of the party members, along the line, they will compromise, and these expositions will not be.
I'm telling you, last 2-3 weeks nearby, me can't say what has changed. Nothing has changed. Nothing has changed in this country. It's the same old order. Of course, the leadership has changed. President Mahama free Soma, President Akufo-Addo. That's the change. But he's going to work with these same bureaucrats or civil service. He's going to work with these corrupt politicians or the party. And it will come to a time, he will get tired, he will stop this thing. What, bre?
Yeah.
Because he is not the only angel in Ghana. Ente the Biameka. So Obia or NDC new or MPP new, not sir, or misapply state funds. For me, it is not about party. It's about Ghana. And I wish, sir, the passion with which he is fighting corruption, and as a past corruption, he will extend that to present corruption because 40 days into office, the corruption that is going on under this government, he has no idea. One of the corruption, why would people be intervening? It's corruption. You should report them.
He sacked them.
I was report to him.
What caution was it?
What do you want police for? But you know what? I'm happy. So Ghanaians are beginning to see the lies of the MPP administration. Papa, we were better over the last 6-7 years. The beer over TV so no light bill. Me light bill me 11 million. Ejubo egu say egu. And 40 days into the administration of Akufo-Addo, But now a country say, oh, see, coast of fufu.
What is wrong with that?
And Yabia, the Ben was started say, oh, see, coast on.
Starting 3 years ago.
Under which government?
Yeah,
NDC.
Next was the economy flourishing when you were building, when you were expanding your business now. Business now, also a collapse, minimum, light bill, minimum.
But we expectation
now
expansion.
1 year so ama year expansion.
Okay.
You are building a new one. All
right.
I'm telling you, confess one by one.
Okay.
Look at what he's saying. He's building a new coastal.
It's after 3 years back.
With him, Mami can't say a interesting was something okay coastal. Alaji, the machines we come free South Africa by almost 3 years. Now we are because challenge you custom for ni a you sa and call for any documents. Then I saw a friend commissioner and I know you. I'm saying him. You advise me. I like we got try papa and him not or sign for exemption. Say agree for cost you know. And now, catch him say honorable. Now and now electricity cost you see what the home ecosi cost of you. Ti me tina me care muna papa you can say honestly anything na ma me je gu machines no ko wa egu almost 3 years. Or can't some no I stopped. But I realized say we are there. Baby my yard I
go do.
I was said it was. Now my main can interesting angel. I like me tax am tria o coastal. Yeah. I straight to government because a foreign company na enemy dealing. Enti yati sikano crash straight out and sana ya do there to account. Eti na mesumi hu se obi ntua na me ya no alaji me omu sa panie foods for ya mouth sa break they will not listen e baba ya waki e bibia wo ba metimi amma you know withholding taxes e toaso enya asempetwa proper ayi enti me da na mada we manunti ukọ oma na efem a me say Ghana revenue for wo me building they were mu tirimusi ya dine no say me yiri tua no every month epa 2 days kura no o ma begina no so na Ghana revenue for kura ho nya himi te senate enya asem keto business sanya yesi brand ba wo ye ya nipa ba kwa hina abedi enne me gwem kodi nkra do kono ne fish ne bose so I'm able to save and continue because my anya sa
mama check the reform bibia all Kansas here and that is the wrong notion ye nyina ye wo. The fact that you are paying withholding taxes, and just a the fact that you are paying withholding taxes.
Who taxes?
Minister.
No matter how much you sell, you now make sure any can say, we say no. Now,
okay, Alaji.
Alaji. First one, does it declare all?
Okay.
Yeah. And I got media credit straight.
There be any withholding. And statutory tax. Now, profit after profit, no. What you are?
Me quarantine me property be by the be konto kwa kun. No me bu na bu fee say withholding tax here 15%. Me buku ni 8. And you have so no commercial the 15%. No omat.
Yeah, wrap up.
Enti mami ready aha na me hwe ami hu. Na alaji nso hu bi no kwa o ya mema no copies of this document o say management na yi okay na wo kai na you say SIC for the kai haya ubu.
Kindly permit management to follow up on the Attorney General to obtain copies of the Yoko reports to ensure that they are not altered but contain the real facts of the credit guarantee case. It is believed that there are evidences showing that the true facts that SIC former managing director, Mrs. Doris Nkeni, connived with Ivory Finance officials and with ITAL Construct International Limited, questionable contract documents of government, affordable housing construction to underwrite the 19.3 million Ghana cedi credit guarantee bond and the 91.3 million Ghana cedi consent settlement.
Yeah.
Okay, so these are the figures.
From 19 million,
91.3.
Mamino, and I'm saying, Ivory Finance here finish insurance for the no age no. Or no connive with them without the knowledge of the board and the management. Or no single-handedly went to court and agreed. Consent settlement. 91 million. What do you mean by? So I was saying before I said no garnish SIC for account. So for them to release it in court, no, insisted on the 19.3 million outright. And sana omu a resume. So there's another document that they are selling. Assassin and Beckham 6.22 acres be almost turn to $24 million. And yes, insurance, you need certain amount to cross. And yes, I won't be now SIC is so and the biggest insurance. It is someone to me a cushion, you know what? And when they have to go and sell this property, $24 million. The problem I have with that is that Snake for me a part of SIC. Eba sa ho kira ba na mo Snake for e decide say ne SIC for asase po beto. Who fi say fair? Mo ye shareholders who. This is the only place I have a problem with Snake for no so decide say omo ma omo sika biem. Under normal circumstance the shareholders should come and recapitalize. You know. But Obiasu one year, meanwhile, also on this council, they were prepared to take the land and give them $24 million. On the yes, send your way now, it me block way, now no credit there, dear. I am not saying, say, you bet me are fighting corruption 100%. We are see baby is there. But if we minimize it, Ghana for whom bet me at all. Media me message, and now I'll be honest with you. I like this also be bread. And na me basu ha ya mo me amenko ametimi ko me tewa me hu se fight na e ba me so no eso but I will sacrifice my life for the poor people and the youth of this country because we be go university we na oswa concrete pa na we say obi afesika senti no obi ka chem so say party yenim say oboka o pick up sa turn ye ntinga ngofo yi wo de omumro bibi kura na Fatu Wukas we say make in Japan. 120 pickups. Who had them back at you as a media chobia. Adia media ched the other than quite home bribe. Me say, me feru, but Adia met me I am one say, Cratching Uncle Triesca. Was this can and now Nemo over to you and Kakrak. Me say, go do some arrangement near who's a wood Triesican. That is the only favor. And yes, we. Most special prosecutor, Yoko, everywhere. Documents me pile, me didn't have a call. Me anti-allergic can't name me pile it, me didn't have a call. Obia! One fact, one passo, says he can't see, one man. Yeah, we MPP, we mistake. Yes. Yes. Argentina, me miss a question. Why is it that NDC ni kwa mistake, the second Japan? MPP ni kwa mistake, as a man, Meka. Mecca market on the munyina monya dance for upa men people for statistics here. Let them start. I will expose them. I'm not saying say don't do business. Yeah, we are see baby as so your business now you 20%. Once the ultimate break even and your profit 20%, you can live. But the margins 200, 300 obi beka the story which them say men ko na me the boss won kaka sati ni alaji. Na omuko supply tractors ama Ministry of Agric. Na o inflate figures 300%. Owi en onu akasa the 217,000 etoso. Owi en the chief director also the 70,000 etoso. Why am I kasa nchira the boss no say ewi e tu esika no ma the boss no first can. Etimi kwa nchira. And I'm say 300% yes. And a mere Casa Cram Sadi, $217,000. Why? A Kuyafona, you did tractors in the Coma womb, Nibose. Send over to me. How many years? And over to me. It is a Usha, a boss and almost your load no. Price no, a baron so, and to me, I'm far Adiana Cassa free. And the Ababasa obey the Mama Kuyanisa, we are about to say. Etina Yatino no Esuntino, they are not able to pay, they are not able to expand their fund.
Okay, Alaji. You wrap up on this. Nanado, state of the nation. What has changed?
Well, that's a question I will ask him. What has changed? And I'm happy.
40 days, you won't even count what has changed.
Don't come and hide.
Don't come and hide.
No.
40 days.
Don't come and hide behind what? 40 good days.
40 good days.
You cannot analyze.
Record on time. All the substantive ministers are in place. Emma, Wakachiro, September we are starting.
Okay, free SHS. Even funding of the free SHS, no, it's still hanging.
With this loopholes. One tree crown, say, who block, Yambazi, Oma Fesca Chromafa. This time, Obia Timin Fescana. Some loopholes, Rumquabit Sunday. Say, you didn't crack, I will Ghana. Me and said, Yana, a month for cray, I like you, would do what chili papa, because I did be a large but to the Mount Cassay. And he would do what chili. Say, Yana, so we won't send me near by us. Because my say NDC for I'll be frank with you. There are people, some national identification, you know, Aquana fighting, Ghana revenue, so Eddie of fight here, which means there were people within the system, not almost fighting against Senyama Wenina, but they were overpowered. I'll be frank.
Okay, Alaji, Thomas said Ibrahim Otakwa sides with Ken and he's a good self. Ken is fighting a good fight, but he should remember it is the whole system that is corrupt. Our institutions are not working. The most corrupt is the civil service government. Government go, government come, and they are still there. We see them ride in big cars, but we can't question. Politicians are always made the scapegoats.
Yeah.
That's Thomas said Ibrahim. Charles Taylor, and so Liberia, and also Ediaba, Charles Taylor, Liberia. Good morning, under a World Bank funded e-transform project, there's a component for NIA. The amount is $29 million. Please ask Omane Boama why since 2014 they left the project unattended. Thomas, Charles Taylor, and so there. And another one also gets through here. It says, okay, no, you are requesting for Ken's. OPK or God. So Ken has said it all on the unprecedented corruption that took place in Mahama and NDC. Bad governance. So Nanado should let the law deal with them. And another one says here, I am MPP Constituency Executive in Ashanti region. Okay, this one I will not read it out here. No. All the others you are requesting for. Okay, so thank you. Alaji, state of the nation.
Yeah,
what has changed? What is changing?
And the president, Parliament, Akoma, a state of the nation of Ghana, since Ofa Estrano into office. Now, many then Ukraine say, Rebecca previously, anytime President Mahama in the state of the nation and our budgeter, the then opposition MPP will come and provide their true state of
exactly. That's where I'm coming to. And then there was one about
and then President Akufo-Addo and our power.
And then there was one that power.
One made the
true state of the nation address.
And then Ghana for Behu says the Bia make cancer and Crofoi or more the lies. Intro and the winning power and the Ghana for Behu from the state of the nation. Because any politics now because a document or the parliament dachi edibabisa MPP and ono and he has to tell us the real truth. And somehow President Mahama Becca last year's state of the nation and just last month the state of the nation me pese President Akufo-Addo bebe kasa ni nyina yentro nie no cross wonyin tum na Ghana for who say and politicians, Omuna Mamibako, and I say Pamabako, Mamina are different. Because Mahama, just about a month ago, now buried in the state of the nation, and these people were ridiculing him. It is our band there, one betray the real true state of the nation. Whether all the so-called infrastructure now, Mahama administration, Casa or Maya, no. All the policies, programs, and the projects now, Mama Casa or Maya, or Macasa, a Photoshop, and I say, we will expect him to tell us because he has now all the information available. And can now Onibi, and then he has all the information available to him.
Adifu from Ibana.
Sorry.
the castle of Cassidy, picture of Betrache, at the Fufubi, Ebana.
Make sure says so more opposition near Oman now by air casa or Maya now Omugusu here. Or see there be almost a young crack.
Until I feel when you're quite near the Mecca.
And to Womba betray. Say me can't say a yen crump away dada. Health insurance now you can't say a gunu. And then the man who say and question a guampa. Is it true? Say health insurance a gu. Is it true? You see, America say within the 40 days, who will be Papa? Was it 40 days? How do you expect him to come and what do you expect him to come and do? Why? 40 days is a long time. 40 days is a long time. You see, American for almost your friend said Trump. Or 20th and 1 month. Obia who said because of America, as far as the campaign promises are concerned. So far, apart from these free SHS promise,
school for
a dear Nayati.
Restoration of allowance.
Yes.
A dear Nayati. Even this particular, for instance, SHS funding, we don't even know where the money is coming from.
Heritage Fund and other sources.
We don't even know. Nobody knows until they present their budget. Nobody knows. And the president has said it. I saw it somewhere. Say, Munchen budget number. He will come and tell us all this. Why I say who policy you don't even know the source of funding? Why? This tells you the kind of governance system you. Before you must know the cost. You must know the source of income to fund that project. As at now, as some oh yeah, Baba, free SHS. Why? Good. But you must also think about the inherent challenges, which they have not even thought about.
How would you?
Ose,
how would
you? But say, a bind now a bit na President Rawlings, President Kufuor, President Mills, President Mama. Because it's a constitutional requirement. Do you think that you see, when you are in opposition, you see things differently. Let me just give you 1 or 2 examples, which they are not even talking about. They are not even discussing. They are not bringing into the debate. If government makes senior secondary schools eventually free in the real sense, what becomes of the private schools? Have we thought about it?
It's by choice.
I'm asking you, have we thought about it? And this wholesale free. So the rich will continue to become richer, and the poor that Japan is trying to fight for, they will continue to sink. Because young fans say Minikele Japan yeti Onon said Nimaya 5. He can pay for their school fees.
Yeah.
Maybe maybe I cannot pay for their school fees. That's a free year. Why never get out of the whole process?
Who are my
public school? Who said you see cannot
public
already I'm struggling to pay.
And I free amount.
I'm struggling to pay. Sometimes Kobobisia. So the only advantage, and I say incentive, and he said, Ebi Amin Kobobisia. Nemo who faso. Usi kana account because kana nanka utuya. Every boy aban every obano. Is there scanner ever do one account? Neither scanner akoso. It is not just out of say sikan intinkwana ama abana abatwem no amount to me anya. There are certain things that you have to look at. Issue of equity. So many issues. I say more pressure. They are under pressure. Send America 40 days, 30 days. Here will be for. So let's put something in there.
They just did that.
Yes. Because
they don't really mean it, but they just did it.
No, I'm saying that no thought went into that decision. No. Okay, because over Kaya 2008 Nana Akufo-Addo started this issue of free education. I'm at 2012 crowd call BBC. every time say how much would it cost?
So Befia.
Or so Befia. Not 5 years down the line, you are still outlining the program without the cost, without the source of funding. And now we hear the senior minister or Baba Kanche say, ASA, no finance minister Abakase, Entisa. Would you say? Would you say omu planning? Debbie, and like I'm telling you, there are certain challenges. They should sit with the people in the education service, people in civil society, because so far nobody is against this free SHSO. But you must take your time to implement it, because all ration one year.
Okay, as now okay, Japan. 2 messages for you. One from Honorable Prince Dojina, former MC. Good morning, Alaji. I agree with you that the president should tell the real state of the nation, the economy he inherited. For example, the 7 billion expenditure which was not disclosed, the higher than expected deficit, the overpriced projects like the vice president's residence, commitments made by previous administration just before they left office, that is the 4.6 billion Ghana cedi contract, how our health insurance will be revamped, education, provide further details on free SHS, and economy, outlining the current troubled state of the economy. He goes on. He should be brief with substance and not the usual long talk. Honorable Prince.
Why are people stressing on him being brief? Why? What is this fixation about Nana should be brief, 30 minutes and 45 minutes? Why are you...
People feel that long talk is not the solution.
This is first state of the nation.
So long talk is not the solution.
This is his first state of the nation.
Go straight to the point.
He should give us a real picture.
Okay. So the real picture can be captured in about an hour or 45 minutes. Okay, but final one to you.
Yes.
Please ask Alaji, this is a texter from, Sami Boachi. Please ask Alaji, when was the last time he went to the hospital with a health insurance card? Please tell him. Nana Addo will deliver a factual hope, an unprecedented state of the nation address. And I know for sure he will touch on corruption, free SHS, and jobs. So,
Masa, unim, Emi Yesaman Fasa Eyi Amba. President Kufuor in 2001. And I can say the same of President Mills and even President Mama in 2013. Okay, state of the nation address. And that's, I'm saying this because I want to caution Ghanaians. Say, man, for too much hope and to start
Okay.
Because since 1992, all state of the nation address, every president, a lofty, a ideal, a sampa, but putting it into the practice has been the challenge.
Okay,
but let me caution Ghanaians here.
Yeah.
We shouldn't expect that Nana Akufo-Addo is going to present a magic one today.
Okay.
Like I told you, he is operating with Ghanaians.
Okay.
Some of us with dubious characters. Even his own party people, some of them are there with different agenda and intentions. Until we shouldn't think that he's coming to provide the magic one today.
Okay.
And that's what I want to say.
All right. Okay, Japan. Reverend Douglas Eduhine Dankwa is in Kumasi, and he says that you are always on point. You say the truth. Please help Ghanaians, but you should also watch out. And also their ban. Alaji make a point. MPP came through the back and rose on lies, and then you want power. What has changed? I say nothing has changed. 40 days. Now Nana goes to address his first State of the Nation address. Alaji say, dear partner. Yes, Sufi, I want to say, so you conform. One is State of the Nation through to President Kufuor, through to late Mills, through to John Dramani Mahama. Fine presentation, but practically, in Siaga.
Mamin Kasem Joe, allow you dear, okay. First of all, say a bambia and now nipebia or banagrini, any would ye pay, anyone would ye pay. And there will be no change of government. Or be our policies. And Ananado said the priority. Who say education is key, because a lot of people are sidelined. When you have a decra woman, sir, JHS na yechemo. America, me ba was 7th grade, a elementary school equivalent to the JHS, or call 8th grade September. Odia say, Ofriwa, and we a high school. And the only time one, or ye exams no, SAT, and I say baako your friends say omo ye SAT ono de oye SAT na o de ko enti wutumi say obia go through you know wo apese o school de o school to the high school level now mama nchire ni mu ye hwe alaji if indeed MPP is able to bring the free education which nana accommitting ho so obeye why can't you say September be start the benefit na tieni why private schools will still be in existence and they say me the be example me to West Orange in New Jersey we have West Orange High School which is public okay and now me hono high school private eniho our Cardwell okay me manuko high school our Cardwell another group echo our Rosary now Catholic schools no nyina no bitua wo depending on area no wo union no bitua $11,000 a year wo Cardwell a higher expensive area bitua 18,000 meanwhile Verona High School is here West Orange High School is here but I prefer taking my adia back when omo nyina girls so they went to girls school no kra sa temptation of and me kofa way me ko sumoku way and nyina I pay money for that for them to stay away semi free me ko New York na me bana West Orange High School for na pon alaji obi pant no e kan ko to bia the three we send ya was here my children where sir I'll sack you from my house and it's still because of values public school no entimi emfama restrictions are Catholic for the mount say what trousers na watwe bepem usisi ene wa ha ya manwura da no utini na waye ni say na ye Catholic for manwura watade na watwitwa ahase ni ya manwura because of that some people will still take their children to private school.
1 minute meba quickly you call Ghana Dubai Circle na State of the Nation address no Kofi Adom when they go briefly
the time no be my
you side time amount you side time
my way
you side time
755
side time amount you side time okay Kofi Machi apom to say hello Kofi
just say Sabi America say you work in Coma Circle na the State of the Nation address no o share circle I dey say about to circle for your bia wo man Ghana nyira obi afa ne car na wo ban kan obi aha na wo ba and in no representation of the people ankasa no a obetimi afa ha ama atimi ayeye yebedu ha na driver for wa ha bi o share say de wo mu eye wo madwuma ebi nim the State of the Nation address akoso ebi nso ho a enya de a wo mu enim State of the Nation address the other coso. Every kind station of Medina station, was circle. Now, chairman, I want to know what that station. I'm watching. Thank you. But you're first, Premier Abdurrahman and Leslie. Oh, okay. First of all, now we didn't State of the Nation address the coso. Oh, okay. Then I was sharing him with or my penny, excellence, and I'm going to part of the council. We share him, say, my penny, during the campaign. Okay, what you said will be by and I share him there. No, number one, and the area effect, you like it. Petrol, free education, I can't. What's your day? Let me think you what I am. And Sana, that is also a system. Because I never in 19 days, but to say, because I never in our mind. Naga say oh shete and the boss ni na obama ni na ba mu ene because anything I do not go to man because I remember now you can hear into what this man is catch say every campaign into and I do not go to man into say ni na no one can dey so and this na one ka dem aboboye ni na be disappointed okay one ka plan or one ka if I say anything, I know better now. I know they make a root at least you hear people. But you and you know, what's that certificate? What's the meaning? It's one can be. Bobby, how who share the next State of the Nation address now? Again, I will share any multitude. Oh, then free education. It's all free education. Okay, we have a because we don't finish what we don't allow. There's some conversation. So, what's one from my language? I'm going to hear you. Okay, I'm supposed to do it. Let's go ahead and your mind. Free education here. Why? Okay, more than your money. Okay, and your money has any problem. And they get from the veterans now. That you need the bank one year. You better one car. Okay, and then see now free SHS and also here. Everything. Okay, Yanini Pel Honeybee, everything come on now. You have the state of the nation address. And Omampani edited. Then I will share any more and Omampani and Kawasan. Yeah, living is there. I understand the boy shall always say Ghana for you because they're actually the time, watch on China. I have free education when they're more kinds of Bayama Ghana for the Yama or the Baba Yama and I saw young higher because of man was this year. I am watching it. It's Russian museum himself, Obama, near Maba to 2 years. And then him say, someone over Baba Casa. Yes, and also her free education. I know the first agenda in himself and Obayama. It's himself and no idea Obedi Kaka. It's your Russian with him. And then see, Oman here, you go so our station, I was shy and any penny be my own penny back on the busier. Why, where you are, Pachai, where you there, Pachamia driver. Driver for say and then another danko kufado airbag share or main tibia na watch any ma or the igua kwemua dear na mo share anymore. You are the Abeka chair or Sabari or Sia Kudu for another danko kufado the same. Or share Bobby Bray say fuel no. Say fuel near 2 more, there were no power, not discussing now go to another empty, not the coffee. Who confused Swabos on that side light by him. They say going to have been that come to your best son. One immediately Dr. Muhammad went to me a day. You twin to a lad because of our upon who is coming out back to fuel. Now, what you call Radia, not on Sapana coffee. What you mean to your lad when it means to your prepaid, it means to your. And then the best woman said, prepaid no. I never quite heard and say, Obaka top prepaid say 1 million. Says you should be a best 1 month, and I said 2 weeks. Now, say our program, that's who you should say a cover 1 class of Sam. Okota, almost any who should have a brave. No more sign Eric Islam on your best channel. Or shall one year, you know, light will be not pet on the Quay Queen. Pet to a Queen party, as Sarah will be mine. Okay, and then see driver neighbor or share any more petrol, a boy and a from Yamra, Yaba. Then I will share any more in the State of the Nation address. Kabiba, and my boy. Yeah. I know there might be some question. Median the Isanian, okay. Man for Fleming, Vanderpoint, Oko Vanderpoint. Oh, okay, about you sending to you. Yeah, Circle Vanderpoint. Okay, Circle Vanderpoint. I didn't know anymore. Maybe I'm not branding because drivers we are suffering too much. Because yeah, money, any pension pay. Yeah, any BB about 2 money, and to someone, yeah, taxes no, it's more than any other work companies. Because Uber roadworks, what are insurance, what are VAT, what are number station, you have a when you are going, when you are coming, you will pay money. At the end of the day, driver, you will not feel to be about this car when you have drivers for. Look at the gates over there. They will collect you money before you go, before you pass. Dear now, share anymore. May him say Nanadu, say, so say he came for us all. He should prove to us, say, drivers, we are suffering too much. What do you expect? Dear now, we are expecting something. Like a packaging, make us a packaging. Our mama driver for your high. Said, be a bit number fund for 2 big grandpa drivers. Drivers fund and driver neighbor could just say, warrior. Now, Kaba, who said, I am Macra and Essa. May say, Nipa take care of me and near bidding common here. None of the Danko Kufado and State of the Nation address. Dear Bay and Oman for here anymore, said one can hold as them. Mommy, Yamakaba.
Okay, so
you're from saying
Kofi Adoma and so all rapport with this one.
You miss her and Nadia now share anymore.
Expectations from
some and
I State of the Nation address. None of it mid edition.
Yeah, person Casa found near Bema Ghana han say punso na beba no ye pe better things eno kwa ne hia.
O can better things I won't can hear you. O ya ka se srade a o se better things. E dey important.
Oh, ye pe to say youth say ni adwuma afa ye pe say obia ye okay wo Ghana han say ayete no. Ese bibia anko ye ema ye sika semu adwuma semu ni ade especially the youth. Ye pe say oma adwuma no eye kese e wa Ghana han say na afa ye bibia bibia because youth no for ni adwuma e be ma bibia ye soft e wa Ghana han say.
Okay, but that's abamu aba konso agenetai pa nyagro. Gentleman boko there.
Adom bia boko.
Your friend saying.
Okay, so Kasaba, behind the scenes, we are second, and Kofi Adom when you are Kojina, and Neodi Komo. His Excellency Nana Danko Akufo-Addo, the first State of the Nation address. Ghana for the donano, the one who say Nana Rebecca Wasem, Uti a circle Yakoba, Dodona Agena, a free SHS. Yes, you come already. Wahanim saying, Oshe Alaji Baturi and so many issues were raised, very critical issues were raised about what has changed and what will change. Even with 40-day signals, nobody mind and yet clear, sir, based on Alaji issues are always up. As you wrap up,
you stop 7:55.
Oberkoso. Pajoko point this way.
No, Parliament didn't come beyond. Parliamentary bribery.
Of course, you be
promises Nanambeki. On record time, no president in the history of this country. What to me, Ayeni and Anaye. The promise will catch us by September. Free education. It is happening, and it will happen. What do you say? What catch us say students allowance or by store? What can want them is coming on. And I make sure a choir so even when we don't have money, we go issue heritage fund, we go issue proper management of the economy. Who control sa loopholes no ni you know. Me say, me want 5 companies make me do a document abegu ho ebro 1 billion. Sika o mafa. Civil servants, politicians. 5 companies pay me the beto a ubenya 1 billion. Fund the say. If only 5 companies, yetimi a block na ochena sa loopholes ni ho, omutimi kofa Ghana sika. Se obi koye contract na ekoso $3.75 million wo de begu port a. Wa ship Newman free China be do port. Alaje 3.75 million. Omo de man $26 million. Se obi ekoji contract ebe cost ne profit nyina wo so obetime nya $6 million profit if it's $13 million. Near the contract man 56,050,000 alaji agongo. And there will be a heritage bank. When we block all these loopholes, how much difference from 56? Take 13 out of it, $43 million. Change it into cities and see if you can do free education or not. This is what we are talking about.
Okay.
What you are saying? And as for the free education, with honesty, prudent management of our resources, possible, we'll do it more than a. What you are saying? And very, very important. I like you said, and then you come.
Because I wanted to add to what you are saying.
Okay, Mammy, we may land because we was stop me. Wow, intermediate Ghana for your regime. Now, anyway, I have police. Me, police for NDC. And Guam. May police for MPP because I serve my country.
Okay.
And he said, MPP first started bedi. Me na human may be power. I like to grow up and make a contract in here. But when young first will boom. He said, you know, for boom boom no, and he ready. Mia make a contract.
My contract.
Any say who sit tax. They say tax. Say we see how much. Say we see how much. They say this is because
also contract we Ghana ni ba.
Me mako alaji and alaji. No ma attack the taxes are what feel say ya. Abi obodi hear me. Abi obodi hear me Ghana. What you say?
Can you Paul?
Exactly.
O kasa ina amama hu say we're a businessman, when you're a politician. When you're a politician, he speaks as a businessman.
Trump.
If you are able to block here, you can do that. But our governance, and yes, and this our governance, sabi enye free education kwana ewo adea
yes, loopholes.
it's only one social intervention. There are other major competing priority areas.
Hospital.
Enye hospital.
Patients.
There are other more competing priority demanding areas.
When
you talk about if you block this, you are able to solve master. Easy. Just like what happens in your family, your own family. That's how governance is run. Aban the nipo break wonyin tuaya.
Agree.
Wa in Africa even 4 years, 5 years.
Agreed.
There are so many outstanding statutory funds buying tuaya because we need ska. We call common fund.
Malaji is all because of scanning map and
if we're able to stop and reduce the bleeding, but it shouldn't be like because you stop away free education. No,
you
need a sustainable even funding regime.
No problem. I agree with you.
You need a sustainable. Now, let me tell you.
I am not disputing that.
What you are not also affecting your mind to is, let me tell you, that's why I'm telling you that it's not just about money to do the free
It's about what?
It is about the generality of the concept. When you allow, since you are a fees, about 500 Ghanaian children, and I say Ghanaians are attending secondary schools throughout the country. It's over free. It means enrollment is expected to
go up.
Yes.
Pressure.
Now already we have a backlog over 400,000 Ghanaian students who cannot even access university, who are qualified but they cannot go. Have you thought about expanding the tertiary education to absorb these large numbers that are coming?
Mimi time ya usi uchipu idakra wasaji mimi time oh I want you fair to us scratch your sorry mimi sorry be 510
no mama
we are taxi driver back wasem car very important now we are sorry kwaji word bet intino we are near sorry 5 o'clock near betna my friend what for your time fashion maye ufa unim how many minutes I find I would also the maye ya pacho
because 3 minutes
so you see that it is not just about the funding alone but never be one of them make say you are going to kill private schools.
Okay.
Private schools, you know how many people they employ, you know the number of people they employ, they give job to, and so on. And like I'm telling you, you need to expand the tertiary system because now more people will
I should need that.
But is it?
See, there's a challenge.
Baby, I want to make a brief comment about Parliament.
Brief, I like brief.
Say 3 minutes.
Is it brief?
Say 3 minutes. Make us say I have 2 minutes.
Yeah.
And it's a media.
8:11.
2 minutes.
8:11.
Master, near course of Parliament no. I'm a miracle. Me miracle because Joe got to be a nipa kasa Parliament babe yiwem omunye but me I didn't believe so because me Joe got it. Will be a principle. Will be a war. I mean, he's somebody you can trust. But in running course, I'm disappointed. And they shouldn't attempt to whitewash this thing because anybody, I know what they are what is going through their mind. Say the feeble parliament. I think that say in Krebe Dedi, nese a fee crab parliament say judiciary. Or man sem bededi am obi ehun say judges been a corrupt am you o mafia they see omu integrity ababa more than before. Parliament should do the same. Now this way say you are rushing to finish a fact finding mission. It is never done anywhere in the world. You cast a fact finding open Ukraine. You're not accusing anybody. You want the truth. And if all the 25 member committee of the appointment committee could decide to give evidence, you should allow them. Why? Don't you want the truth? Why don't you want some people to speak? By using time constraint. Nobody is Parliament are on 1 month. You can ask the speaker to extend your period. Ghanaians want to know whether it is true parliamentarians were bribed or there was an attempted bribe in Parliament. If our August House members are taking bribes, then it's dangerous. It's serious. Nothing.
I agree with what Alaji, but minim Roa we play of who say 1 year fair now or Russia. And I listen to them. Rather, it's an embarrassment to NDC. The way I Kasa argue ho any ways what the mommy, ways who am farm mommy. But media, let's go to the bottom of the year. I agree with them 100%. What do I say? I didn't think judges the yeah, I do parliament. So let's find out. But going back to I may assure unim crutch or Kasai about driver for taxes obutria. Very, very important. They pay every day toll. And we jina ho ni abani ajiwo mayina intidia mpaso no musunya. A very, very, very important point. Because he said, crash 3 minutes now, or stop two. And I'm saying, okay, I was saying, enti young near taxi driver back on about you, son, or say a friend or you. Near met me advice, I met me the ama woman soon say. They say, one casa as taxi drivers, they should form a union now. Or more ebetria Senate insurance, not a buy so EDB account because they pay tax. They have to demand that. And we should help them. In fact, also Nyansa ni baku futi. Oko jina we once what can Nyansa sempa atoma kumaso. Me feel say womu tuya tax na papa. Okay. Enti osa yetimi show. But Prache, I come in 1 minute. My well 13 other than room so or rashisa. My time was stop 13. Wait 15.
Or for 30 seconds.
Oh, ni America BM say free education. Alaji, we are not thinking of only one-sided, but I was giving you one typical example. Say even the loopholes alone. Say to me a tuya. Sa acquire ankura efaso enye sika hunu no a enu kwa no be free education akonanim possible. Enti let's have confidence. Enu nche say one district, one factory, me and farmer. When you create jobs, you get more taxes. Enti adwuma no so here, and I know today Nana is going to talk about one district.
We'll do an extended version.
I say 15. We are biased, papa. I say 15.
Yeah, that will be